broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello. Welcome to the Grinder AfterShow here on AfterBuzz TV, where we're talking about Season 1, Episode 5, entitled A Bittersweet Grind.
Hey! Oh, shoot.
As always, I'm not here alone. I'm joined by my partners in crime, Leslie M. Ambrose, who's not found at Leslie M. Ambrose anymore.
Changed it up on us.
Let it go. Let it go. That's not where I'm found. You guys can find me at Ready for This in less than no time, but the less is just one S.
Ooh,
it's pretty easy.
in less than no time.
In less than no time.
Cute.
So
It's
you
clever,
guys can go to
guys.
Twitter, and in less than no time, you can follow her.
That's good.
Do it.
Creative.
And then, of course, we have
Right?
Stephen Helmkamp.
See?
Yeah,
Somebody's
same
a fan.
old, same old at Stephen Helmkamp. Got a little Stephen sandwich right now.
I
A
am.
little bit.
24/7.
If you're noticing that Emily Carell is not here, it's because she decided to pursue a career in music, and
I didn't know we were gonna drop that bomb live.
No. wish her well.
The fans want to know. They want to know where
Hey,
Emily
the
is.
Sunset
so.
Strip always has pay-to-play shows.
Hey.
You can start there, work her way up.
You know, some people want to be hosts, some people want to be actors, and you know, some people drop everything to go be musicians. And you know what?
We support her.
that.
Yeah,
You do.
yeah, we support her. We want front row
She is
tickets
a
to the
free
show.
spirit.
Totally.
She is.
She
Way
is-
to go, Emily.
Nothing
Go
can
play
hold
those
down
shows.
Emily.
Always entertaining.
Always accepting bananas from strangers on the street.
That was pretty odd.
That was pretty weird. And
But-
giving her number to them. But enough about Emily.
Let's
Because we
grind.
love her. You can follow her at Emily Cardell. We're talking about Grinder. It's favorite episode of the season. So far. This is my favorite episode of the season.
Yeah,
Melon.
I hadn't even thought about that, but now that you mentioned that, I think so too. Great episode.
It had a lot of predictable moments, but the comedy just really it hit well when it was supposed to. The timing was super on point. The dynamic between Dean and his brother was just so well established at this point. By episode 5, I think they played well off each other, and it was kind of cool to have again Stewart's with his wife conniving against Dean to try to get him out of there. So we have a few storylines here. We have Stewart and his wife are trying to set Dean up with a romantic interest so he can move out and not live with them anymore.
Yeah.
Super selfish.
We have Dean is gone from the office, so productivity has increased 8,000%.
Hilarious.
That montage was the freaking
That
best.
was so good.
And we have Ethan wanting to invite a girl over, which the parents are fine because it's Ethan.
Yeah. What's really
And
gonna happen?
then his sister is not happy because equality.
Right.
Speaking of her, we have her next week.
We do, guys.
Hannah Haynes.
Hannah Haynes.
Tune in for
So,
that. Hannah Haynes will be
watch
with
it.
us live next week.
So we can talk to her
pretty
about
cool.
inequality and
Yeah.
how much
Oh, I'm sure she'll have a lot to say about it.
Zadak was not macking on her.
Say that.
Who named Zadak is a
I
name.
love Zadak
That's,
this
that's
episode,
a last
though.
name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It reminds
Sure.
every time they say it, it reminds me of like Zap Brannigan. Like I keep thinking Futurama. It's like Zadak. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Is this like the alien Zadak ruler of some
know what
stupid
that is,
planet
so.
douche?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we
thought-
open up with Grinder, watching Grinder,
Getting
grinded on.
Yeah.
And he notices that the woman wants to keep watching the episode while they're having sex.
That's funny. Initially, I thought that was going to be his idea. Because
Yeah.
he's so into him and he's so into the show. I
Yeah.
thought they were going to pitch it as that was his
thing,
idea.
You've
So
been
to
in a
switch it
coma
up
for 2 years.
to switch it up and have it be the chick's idea, that's pretty funny. And then that was obviously one of the big
Oh,
storylines.
poor guy.
I mean,
But
there's a special book on that, I guess. So there has to be somewhere like getting off to having somebody waking up from a coma on TV.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
what? Like out of all the episodes you could have chosen.
Yeah.
And he's like tearing off her, like, what are they called?
Yeah, ripping
The
poorly
IVs.
like
The
ripping
IVs,
the
there we
IVs
go.
out. Like you just came out of a coma of 2 years. Now let me rip apart all of this hospital
Right.
stuff keeping you breathing for the last 2
Like,
years.
she's about to die, homie.
I
You
do
need to
like
stop.
seeing Sloane in a scene on TV, but it'd be nice if Sloane, I call her Sloane from Entourage because that's how I know her. What if she came and was like a guest star on an episode? You think that's possible
Was
in the
she?
future?
She was in the hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Maybe she
Didn't
comes
know
from
that.
LA, and I don't know, something like that.
I think we have to.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I think we have to eventually.
Yeah.
You eventually need the universes to collide. I think.
Right.
I really want that to happen.
So that definitely. I think honestly that has to happen this season. at least.
Hollywood collide.
I thought that was going to happen today when they announced that Christina Applegate was going to be
Yeah.
there. I was like, oh, maybe she's like from his past. They're going to finally bring it together.
Like
Well,
she
she's
was
from
an
the past.
actress too, or something in Hollywood,
like,
and then
she's
coming to
from the
visit.
Grinder.
Yeah, I loved having her as a guest star.
No, she was great.
And I'm pissed. I hope she's a recurring. She can't just be
I
done.
don't think
One
so.
episode?
Yeah,
She's
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't know
so.
if they have the budget to
She's
pay her.
too big
Ah.
to keep bringing
They're
back.
already
It
keeping
wouldn't
Rob,
happen.
keeping his pockets full. Like,
Yeah.
How? I don't know.
I was gonna say.
You can't take the spotlight away from the Grinder.
Yeah, but you know what though? She might even take a pay cut because the show is so cool and it's such a cool role that maybe she just wants to do a few episodes. They probably bang out one of these episodes every 8 days. So if she's got the time, why not stick around for another 2, 3, 4 episodes? Christina, this is my petition to you. If you're watching right now, we want to see you back for at least 3 more episodes.
Christina, if you're listening, show that to your manager or agent, the only people that actually can make that happen.
And Christina, you can tweet me at Stephen Helmkamp and we can
He
talk.
pretty much just wants to be friends.
He just wants to be friends.
Maybe,
he wants
maybe she knows
Boy.
Sloan. I
he
don't
wants you to come over for a movie night with popcorn
Netflix
on
and
a
chill.
Friday. with
Netflix
you know,
and
it's
chill.
Steven.
Unless-
It's Steven.
In less than no time.
It's Steven.
Yeah.
Like, do we need to say
What
anything
can
else?
happen?
It's Steven.
Steven.
Yeah, it's just Steven.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the Grinder is sad and he's jealous of Stu because Stu has his family life, he's got kids, and it's something that the Grinder could never have. And I'm just going to call him the Grinder from now on.
Go for it.
So what he decides to do is Stu gets this plan, like, if we get him a girlfriend, he'll get out of the house. It's like, okay, what about this woman that we filed her divorce several years back? He knows her. He used to be a thing with her. Let's set them up together.
Yeah.
So we get introduced to this Gale character who was from Stu's past, who has taken his virginity and has kept his virginity.
Dean's pass.
Dean's past. Yeah,
Like his
sorry,
virginity.
Dean's past. Well, both their past, technically.
From
But-
both their pasts.
but-
yeah.
Somewhere
like
in
a
the
high
past.
school
Dean was
sweetheart.
Dean was
something.
Dean was high school sweethearts with her, and it's like I'm a book person.
Well,
don't-
Sparks.
BS.
The Sparks
No
was
one's
Sparks
flying
fly.
initially right there, and that how funny of a scene was that?
Oh my
where
God.
What's his face?
Fred
Todd.
Savage and Todd are like,
I like to watch.
Fred's like, we need to go. He's like, well, I'm good. No, really,
Todd
we
is
should
so
go.
weird.
I
love
like
him
to
though.
watch.
Feeling pretty good and kind of warm.
Get out of the room.
Yeah.
So they set them
That's
up.
hilarious.
And they leave.
God.
The office has never been better. You have this whole montage of everything actually getting done.
Proactivity. Yeah.
And then he comes back. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite scenes of the entire series so far, is when he's just talking about everything and breaks it for a second. I'm like,
Yeah.
Claire, I'm so appreciative how cool you're being right now.
And then the cut to the dad, and dad's like, you are being really cool about
Oh my
it. I feel
God,
like
poor
he's just like
Claire.
smoking weed the entire time. Like, dad is so like Matthew McConaughey, and everything's all right, all right, all right.
That's a really good description of that.
Yeah.
Good thing about high school girl. All right. No, but yeah, and she's just like, there was nothing. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I
You're
really.
so cool about this.
Claire's the best.
It's like, and then he brings back over that he's being a parent now. So he decides that he's going to be a parent to Gail's son, the little boy, that little
Because
boy.
that's something the Grinders never had, and obviously, just before he met Gail, he was talking to Stuart, saying, "This is something I'll never have. You have it. You have it all." So for him to have the opportunity to raise a son is like a lifelong dream of his.
I'm going to raise him as my own.
That's super continuous, like in every episode.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a consistent theme of them. Just every time, it's always. I feel like it should be switched up a little bit because it's always Dean wanting something that Stu has, and then realizing that it comes out to be something that he actually doesn't want to have, and then they have their little powwow, and then everything is good.
Is that why you didn't like the episode?
Yeah, I really like when shows like I just like drama shows.
mean-
so like when they mix it up or throw in something new, that's when I like
the
Okay.
charity ball was something that Stu wanted from Dean. He was trying to prove that he could get
That's
cool
true,
friends,
that's true.
but then it turned out that they just wanted to be with Dean.
I did like that episode though because they switched it up.
So so you don't like the obvious of Dean wanting something from Stu.
That's a good thing for our audience because we got panelists who disagree. You like a certain
Yeah.
type of episode.
We won't always
We
agree,
like
guys.
a certain type of episode.
And if the audience
Good.
disagrees, you can let us know by going to iTunes and rating us 5 stars and leaving a comment. If you leave a comment, we'll give you a shout out on the show.
Yeah, we will.
It's
Do
super
it.
easy. You go to iTunes, which everyone has on their computer,
Yep.
and you delete the Bono song that was automatically downloaded onto your iTunes.
Oh.
And then you go to the iTunes store and search
Smooth.
AfterBuzz Grinder
Yeah.
and rate us 5 stars and give us a review.
What if they
All
ask
5.
questions on the YouTube thing? Can we answer them?
We can answer them on
We'll
the
answer
YouTube
your
thing.
questions on YouTube too.
Yeah, just
And
leave
if you already wrote
comments.
them and we didn't answer them, sorry about that.
I'll let you
Or
know.
you can just tweet at us. You
Oh,
can tweet
yeah.
me
I'll
at
get it
Stephen
right to my
Neal.
phone, guys.
StephenLemieux.
Yeah,
And you
should
can
we be
tweet
looking at Twitter
Leslie.
right now?
Don't tweet Leslie
Why?
at Leslie M. Ambries. Tweet
Let
Leslie
it go.
at
It's
less.
such old news.
What is it?
In less
In
than no
less
time.
than no time.
With one S, because I'm less.
Oh, I
Get
have to
it?
log in and stuff. That
So
ain't
you
gonna
can
work.
tweet her in less than no time.
I'm gonna be tweeting in less than no time.
And Stephen
Go
at
for
Stephen
it.
Heldkamp.
Yeah. So yeah.
No one's tweeting.
Where
Moving
did
on.
we leave off? So Dean
got
gets a kid,
distracted.
and
Dean gets a kid, and
A
they
weird
decide to have a
kid.
dinner together.
and the relationship is just going full force.
Great. They're
Pedal
almost
to
ready
the
to move
metal.
out, move in together.
He's super romantic. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, he fell head over heels because
She doesn't watch the show.
Gail doesn't know who he is. Doesn't know him as the Grinder.
Grinder?
Is
Oh,
a,
she's a liar.
Yeah.
is a book girl. So for him, that's so rare because everyone just wants to be with the actor.
Grinder.
Yeah, the Grinder. So then we move to what? The double date at Gail's house.
Well, the dinner. Yeah, the double date with dinner with
Double
Gail's
date
house.
dinner. Yeah.
And
Where it all gets revealed.
where it all gets revealed
I didn't
by...
honestly see that coming.
All by a plasma
Really?
Yeah,
screen.
you guys saw that coming?
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't think it was
like
gonna.
maybe 2 seconds before it happened, I saw it coming, but
I didn't. I didn't see it coming, but I thought it was gonna be something that would like block the relationship from happening.
did you recognize the line that she said? Like, did you recognize
Yeah.
that was from a
Oh,
previous
I
episode?
didn't.
No, it's from
I
the
did not
beginning of
either.
this
It
episode.
wasn't until Steven was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, is that?"
It was literally
something
from
I
the
should
beginning of this
notice?
episode.
Wait,
It was
giving
the-
up is permanent? Or
Giving up his permanent. It's exactly what Rob Lowe says
We
to the
don't
woman in a
quit.
coma. And she's like, I stayed for you. It's like, yeah, you may have lost a fight, but you never quit because giving up is losing the battle.
because quitting is
Oh, you look
giving
at
up
you, good with the
permanently or
quotes.
something.
Because losing is temporary, but quitting is permanent or something like
I
that.
missed that.
So
Didn't
yeah,
see
that's
it.
why I was
Tweet
like,
that,
oh
guys.
God.
Yeah.
And she finished the quote, and that's what set the grinder to start grinding.
I
Freaking
love-
Gail, man.
He didn't mean to grind you that hard.
Yeah. How dramatic he was about it, and he sees.
Stu, can
painting
you
over there.
move that painting, Stu? Well, I mean, you're kind of already up.
It's hard enough. Just do it.
Just do it.
It's not flush on the wall.
A bracket. Looks like something a television could have hung on.
Yeah. Yeah, he went into grinder mode right there.
Totally went in grinder
That
mode.
was today's case, though. Every episode has a case.
But you know
That
what?
was it.
If he went into grinder mode around somebody who's never seen the Grinder show, though, they would probably just think he's psychotic.
Yeah.
Or just a really good lawyer.
Or just really
In that
melodramatic.
I would have thought he was a good lawyer in that scene.
Oh yeah, that one scene where he's like, so I guess this is not the best time for the announcement, but
Yeah.
I
you're gonna
figure
back me into a corner.
I'll tell you,
That one was
I'm
good.
going to be a father.
What do you mean you're going to be a father?
Wait, she's no, she's not pregnant. The math doesn't add up, does it, Stuart?
Well, no, it doesn't, but that makes no sense. You're going to be a father. What do you mean?
I mean, she has a son from her previous marriage, and I'm going to be the father figure to him.
Okay, well, that was the most ridiculous way for you to tell us that you're going to be a father.
No, Stu, the most dramatic way. Scene.
Grinder rest.
Grinder rest.
Every
So,
week, guys.
Christina, did you see that? I mean, this could be us.
so finally, Gail admits
This
it.
time, Christina.
Finally,
Hang out
Gail
with
admits
this
it, much to Stu's chagrin, because he wanted to set him up so hard. It's because we're gonna need to know. It's like, okay, I have one more favor to ask, Dean.
Yeah.
Do you want to have sex while we watch the Grinder?
Is it too much trouble?
Can we?
Yeah.
Can you guys? Yeah, we're out. We're out.
Yeah.
We're good to
So
go.
not too mad at her then if he's still willing to.
I mean, I just imagine, like, when
Get it
they
on.
call cut on set, like, how much fun are they all having together?
I mean, I believe that Rob Lowe sleeps with lots of women, so I don't think.
Probably.
Is he
He
married?
had a scandal a while ago.
Probably.
Of, like sleeping with like an underage girl or something.
Ooh, R. Kelly.
I don't think that was Rob Lowe. I think
That was Rob
somebody-
Lowe,
Was
isn't
it?
I think it was. She like lied about her age or something.
Oh,
So it wasn't.
I thought that was what's his face from James Franco. It was James Franco.
It's just a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
They get caught.
Yeah, but I mean,
trouble.
you can only go by somebody's word, and if they tell you Cheryl Burkoff.
Oh, he is married.
Oh, he was married to Cheryl. Okay, so I guess he's not
Still
sleeping with
married.
everyone.
So he is married. Ooh, sorry, Rob.
Whoopsie.
So not sleeping around.
I mean, I feel like you have to,
Just
if you're
with
like
Cheryl.
in that industry, if you're at a party where everyone's supposed to be 21 and up, like, and you sleep with somebody, you shouldn't.
I know. Well, plus
I don't know.
when
That's
you're
when we
at
get
that
into a whole
status.
Trixie
nother
little hobbitses.
Yeah. It's the access.
Let's not get into that. Let's not.
No,
let's
that's-
not bring the grinder into that case.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a lot of weird.
So then we have the
comments on
double date
YouTube.
between the kiddos where
Zadak and
Lizzie is with Zadak and Ethan is with his chick and
Ethan's macking on her.
Stuart's
Ethan's got
going
game.
to check on the popcorn. And yeah, the worry was never about Ethan. It was always about the older kid, Lizzie.
But Ethan's been building up his game since episode 1. The grinder has been helping
That's
him.
true.
He's such a little stud.
He's
a
been
little
wheeling
baller.
and dealing.
He is.
The way he talks is so like, hey, just don't worry, go call Judy and I'll sort this out.
Isn't it scary how kids
little
are like that
businessman.
nowadays, though?
No, it's true.
Where it's like, I made my intentions pretty clear. It's like, yeah, he did. I mean, he said Netflix and chill. We were just gonna
Right.
Netflix and chill, whether they're here or not.
Yeah.
Hopefully they like to watch.
Oh, crazy
Very
little kids
intelligent.
being Instagram famous.
Intelligent
God.
comedy, and it's funny to see little kids do comedy like that because comedy's pretty hard to do, and to have young kids nail it and hit the beats
God.
with each other in a scene, I mean that's pretty impressive.
I watched-
Ethan's gonna go far.
I watched Beasts of No Nation.
So did I.
Some of the most phenomenal acting I've ever seen from a young
kid.
actor.
I've
Yeah.
never
Unreal.
seen
Unfreaking believable. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, anyone can act. Not anyone can act, but like anyone can develop that skill.
Yeah, at
And
an
anyone
early
can be a
age.
prodigy at any age because that was phenomenal.
that. What is this about?
It's a very, very violent Netflix original movie, but like the kid goes through so many different stages of life within the movie. It's
Like
crazy.
a twisted coming of age movie.
Yeah, it takes place in Africa, and the kid's whole family is shot and killed by the government, and then he runs away and runs into the jungle and runs into like a refugee
Army
rebel
and
army, and like gets
we're
put
off
into
topic,
it
but yeah,
and-
Sorry.
check out that movie. It's very violent though, so
I
just
will watch
yeah.
it on Netflix.
it's not
But-
similar to The Grinder. But no, great acting all around.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they send Zadak home because Zadak.
Zadak.
Poor Zadak.
Ethan's got some
He's the
moves.
Patrice of.
So
Grindr.
I'm gonna pose a question to you guys, and in the chat and everyone there, and YouTube, whatever. So, is it different if you had a daughter and a son? Would the rules in dating be different for each of them?
Good question.
No. I would say no. It's the same.
Rules would be the same.
Yeah, like date when you're old enough to drive and can pay for your own dates.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be differences between a guy and a girl. I mean, a guy has to be chivalrous and protective and
I
be
just think-
respectful of the girl's rules because the girl's parents might have rules and stuff like that. So the guy's got to be respectful of that, like my son. But the chick, the daughter, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be similar. I'd say curfews
It'd be
are
the
the same,
same,
and
right?
age
Yeah.
would be about the same, and yeah.
Because that would suck if you were completely different. Like I have one sibling, brother, me. If he got to date like younger than when I got to date when I was in high school, I would be pretty pissed.
I feel like as a father, I'd be more hesitant to let my daughter date.
That's natural.
Yeah, I mean, it's like because I feel like there's a stigma. It's like if your son goes out and does something sexual or something, you're like, you shouldn't have done that. Fist bump. Like if your daughter does it, you're
No,
like,
you shouldn't
you're
fist
getting in
bump.
your room.
What?
You're not seeing daylight for 10 years till you're 18.
That's
Give me your
so
phone.
no.
Yeah.
Equality, guys. Equality.
Quality.
I don't know. I think everyone kind of has different rules. I think you just have to blanket it.
Yeah.
And then the brother's supposed to
Perspective.
like cover up for the sister. I think that's what it is. No dating to a 16. Then the brother and sister can cover up for each other.
Yeah.
That way the parents just don't have to know about it.
There you
Sure.
go. There you go. Happy.
What you don't know won't hurt you.
There you go. And as you guys know, it's just like the grinder. I don't have kids, so like obviously I'm not. At the most, I'm equal to any other parent. So, do you guys have any predictions for? Actually, no. We have some news and gossip.
We do.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Oh, I like this intro. So guess what, guys? Remember last time when Steven said that he didn't think Grindr would be picked up?
I do
It's
remember that.
Picked up for a whole season, so we
Hey.
get 22 full episodes.
22?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not picked up for a second season. It's just got.
It's just full.
It gets the back half of the season. Nice.
Yeah. So it's going going.
There you go.
And even a bunch of people have been tweeting about it to Rob Lowe. Chris Pratt endorsed it. Other people who I remembered and suddenly blanked out on, but are all pretty well known. And he even had like a little thing in the World Series where they were promoting it. So
wow,
there you go.
Did not know that.
Way to go, Fox.
All right, predictions.
I predict.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
I love that.
Predictions.
That never gets old. That's cool.
You were like looking deep into her eyes when you said that.
I
was like, what did she do?
Yeah, faded me out. I predict another big guest star.
Another big guest star? Yeah, that'd be great.
Star. I predict another big guest star.
That'd be awesome.
I just can't believe that Christina's done.
I would love to see David Duchovny on this show. Because Rob Lowe did such a great job as the actor, as this character basically on Californication. If we had Hank Moody guest star.
Never seen it, so don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about, and it'd be great.
Yeah, these guys would really. They're kind of similar in a few ways.
Really?
Their chemistry is out of this world with the comedic timing and everything. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. That would be good.
Leslie?
Sweet. I'm sticking with the same prediction. I still want Hollywood to come to where the Grinder is now.
Where are they? Iowa? Idaho?
Indiana.
Indiana.
Is it? Iowa. Somewhere with an I.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Midwest.
You can comment.
In the middle of nowhere.
You can comment. It doesn't take long. It takes in less than no time. Guys, thank you for joining us for the Grinder After Show, where we discussed Season 1, Episode 5, entitled A Bittersweet Grind. Again, you can find me on Twitter at Stephen Lemieux, STPHENLEMIUX, as well as check out the Popcorn Talk Network, the network that I produce, along with my great teammates here. We do movie reviews, movie content, and everything movies. So you can check that out at youtube.com/Popcorn Talk Network or follow it on Twitter at the Popcorn Talk. Where can we find you on Twitter, Leslie M. Ambrose?
You can find me at In Less Than No Time, just one S in less.
And at Stephen Helmkamp. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Give us your questions.
We'll see you guys next week.
Ciao.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The Grinder rests.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.